Hello again, everybody. As always, this is Nolan Morris back to you with another big flipping bass video. I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm actually going to do some saltwater fishing. I told you I'd do a little saltwater and freshwater. One of my friends is talking about going saltwater fishing. He's been asking me questions here and there throughout the week and getting some tips on what I would usually use when I'm going fishing. So I'm going to show you my normal basic setup for my saltwater rigs, for what I usually go with whenever I'm just going out either catching bait fish, or if I just want to fill up a bucket full of fish that day on the pier or whatever I'm doing, fishing from the beach or on a pier. This is what I use. This is what I call a spot rig. And as you can see, we got a little swivel at the top. This is what you tie your line to. And it comes down to some beads here, some glass beads. That goes to another leader, and it has a snap on there. See if you can see the snap. Comes down to the rest of the leader, and then you got some more glass beads here, and then it comes off to another leader with another snap, and then a longer leader with a bigger snap. Alright, I'm going to show you how I set this up. Basically for this one, this is going to be my small to medium sized fishing, bait fish. If I'm catching a bunch of whiting or something like that, this is what I'm going to use, and this is basically how I set it up. So yeah, like I said, your swivel, I'm going to tie that straight onto my line. The first snap here, I'm going to put a hook. Usually I use either a 2/0 or a 1/0 hook. The 1/0 hook is going to be your more general size fish, your average size fish. The 2/0 is more like for my bait fish, just a little smaller. And it's just a straight shank, little gold straight shank 1/0 hook. So if I can turn around here for you. And basically you just unsnap your snap, slide that on there to the eye of the hook, and snap it back. Alright. Then we go down to your second snap. Again, unsnap your snap, grab your hook, stick it through the eye of the hook, and snap your snap back. Pretty simple. Generally I use about a 3-ounce weight, pyramid shaped lead weight. Does really good in holding them to the bottom, getting you down to the bottom. Depending on how bad the current is, how bad the wind's blowing, I'll start with a 3. If it's not heavy enough, I'll go to a 4. If that's still not heavy enough, you can obviously keep going up. Go to your biggest snap. It's at the very bottom of your leader. Just stick it through the eye of the weight and snap that on. Pretty simple. Now you're rigged up, ready to go. Just like that. Just a basic spot rig. I'm going to be throwing that on an open face, which I have one here behind me. And I'm going to try to show you here. Let me get some line out. I'm going to try to show you how I normally tie this on. I actually use this for knot for bass fishing as well. This is the knot I learned to fish with. This the easiest knot in the world to tie. Really quick. This is my quick knot for bass fishing. If I just need to get a lure out in the water real fast, I'm going to tie this on until I can get to a better spot to tie on a knot that I like using for, like in a Texas rig where I showed you how to tie the snell knot. Basically, you just go take your line and stick it up through that swivel, the eye of the swivel. Pull your outer tag in. Take that tag in, wrap it around the main line 3 times. 2 and 3. So it's going to look something like this. So you got to tag in your main line, and then you got a little loop down here at the bottom. Run that tag in back through that loop and pull it snug. I'm going to repeat this 3 times. 1. Keep it done. 1, 2, and 3. Run it back through that loop. Pull it snug, and one more time. 1, 2, 3. Run it back through the loop. And pull it snug. Grab you some snips. Cut off your tag. And it's ready. Again, very, very, very simple knot. Very easy to tie, very quick to tie. And anybody who's fresh to knot tying can tie this. Very, very simple. Okay. This rod, this is set up on the scene. Actually, my rod is somebody in my family's, but this is basically what I'll use. This is a 7-foot medium heavy open face reel. This is what I'm going to use for, if you put a small enough hook, you can use it for bait fish. It's probably sensitive enough for the bait fish, and it's big enough and heavy enough that I'm going to be able to bring in some whitey on it as well. If I want, after I catch my bait fish, then I actually have a pin reel that I set up. It's basically like an oversized bait caster that I'm going to throw off for, like with a shark rig or something like that, for my setup for big cats, big sharks, anything like that that I can fish for that I think I might have a chance to catch. My go-to bait, shrimp. Basically, plain and simple. Small pieces of cut bait if I'm trying to catch some smaller predatory fish. But for the most part, shrimp is my go-to. I like to get the head-on shrimp that already still has the shell and the legs and the head on it and everything. And for some, I don't know exactly the reason, but I peel mine. It's something I've always done. I just break the head off of it, peel the shell off of it, peel the legs off of it, bait it, and throw it. I don't know why I do that. It's just how I've always done my shrimp, but it works. So yeah, go-to bait, shrimp. I'm from North Carolina originally. My go-to bait there was bloodworms. But when I moved to Florida, I wasn't able to get bloodworms anymore. You can order them online and have them shipped to your house. If you just Google them, I'm not sure a specific website that you can get it from. But bloodworms is an amazing, amazing, amazing bait for saltwater fishing. But since I didn't have bloodworms when I moved to Florida and then now Texas, I use shrimp. It's a go-to bait and it works. Very simple, basic rig there. You can pick it up anywhere. Walmart Academy sells them. Walmart sells them. Any sports store, any type of sports store that has fishing equipment usually sells a spot rig. They're not very expensive. You see I got a ton of them hanging up behind me here. And they actually come on a little clip to keep them organized for you. So it's pretty nice there. The weights, you pick up a bag of weights that has 3 or 4 of them in there for a couple bucks. The hooks, you pick up a big pack of hooks like this for $3 or $4. And this doesn't come with like 50. I mean, it's a huge box of hooks, so you don't have to worry about that. As far as the bait goes, you could buy that at any bait and tackle shop as you're going down to the beach or wherever you're going fishing at there. They usually have shrimp ready to go because it's a well-known common bait. Once I catch my bait fish, though, I'm cutting those up into cut bait for my shark rigs, or even if it's a small enough bait fish up, I'm going to put it on their hole. For my bass fishermen, I didn't forget about y'all today. I'm actually going to show you a little tip with some saltwater tackle. So I watch a lot of professional fishing shows. Obviously, I'm real big into fishing like that. And we saw something like this on one of the bass fishing shows, me and my dad, that you can actually buy in the store. I'm going to show you how to make a quick, easy way to save some money by not losing your lures. Take one of your big saltwater snaps, run about a 4-ounce pyramid weight on there, and keep this in your tackle box. Alright? When you get hung up, take your snap, snap it to your line, let that weight run all the way down to where you're hung up at. You're basically just going to jig it off the bottom. If you can't get your line to come free, so you've hung your hook up on a big laydown or a big stump in the water, can't get it to come free, you've tried going back past it and popping it loose, it's not coming loose, snap that on your line, let it run all the way down to the bait, and just bounce it off the bottom. About 80% of the time I've found so far, it's going to have a heavy enough weight to knock your bait loose, so you don't have to worry about having to cut your line or breaking off. Very, very, very cheap, easy way to save a lot of money on getting stuck up on laydowns and stuff like that. You're going to save a lot of hooks, you're going to save a lot of crankbaits, you're going to save a lot of jigs. Anything that you normally fish around heavy cover and you get stuck up with, you're going to be able to save it with this. And it's, like I said, you may spend $7 on picking up a pack of weights, snaps. Maybe, if that. That's probably a little bit on the expensive side. If you're shopping there, you're probably at Bass Pro Shop or something like that. But yeah, easy way to set up something to save you some money. And they have bait retrievers and stuff like that, but again, you're going to spend a bunch of money on stuff like that. So this is just a basic fisherman's tip, fisherman to fisherman, of how to save some money whenever you get stuck up bass fishing. I appreciate you, everybody, for watching the video. Give a thumbs up for it. Share it with your friends. Leave some comments if you have anything you want to see, any questions that I can answer. And until then, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching some Big Flippin' Bass.